Hi friends. Okay, so today, think of this as just a practice. We're going to try to draw a still life of just an everyday object. So anything, you can draw a still life with anything that's not alive. So cups and markers and chairs and vases and fruit and whatever you guys want to use. This is kind of a difficult thing to teach over the internet, but we're going to try it anyway. So I'm going to show you guys how I would start a still life just drawing one simple everyday object. So I'm going to draw this old paintbrush. What I want to do before I begin with anything is just really look at it and try to find just what the shape is, what the materials are made out of, different details like these lines, these little rivets, the shape of the bristles, and a couple of wild ones going here and there. I have a circle here. I like how it starts out square and then it gets skinny and rounds. So I'm going to try to draw all these details that I see. So in order for me to be successful, I need to make sure I'm going to draw with pencil and I'm going to draw on this paper and we're just going to see how this goes. It's always good to have a good eraser as well. So let me show you guys how I get started. I'm going to have my brush right here. Now, I'm going to start out with some of the more simple shapes. So if I look at this silver part of my paintbrush, I'm just going to draw, it looks like a square. If you look at it here, it's just basically a square, and I can go back and put all the fancy details in there later. So what I'll do is I'm going to start out with a square. I suppose it's a little longer than a square. It's more of a rectangle, I suppose. Okay. I'll draw a little darker for you guys so you can see it. Okay, next, don't trace it though. I know it's very tempting. So if you guys, again, you can choose something completely different. You don't need to use an old paintbrush. You can choose anything. So I think next I'm going to try to do this like curve in the handle. So it comes in a little bit. And then it gets skinny right around here. And it's okay if it's not perfect, guys. I can already see like, oh, this is going to bother me. And then it's going to get round. All right, and I'm going to draw this circle here. And let's see, I should probably put the bristles in here. If I look, my bristles are about the same size as the metal part, maybe a little bit longer. So I'm going to start out by just drawing kind of an irregular rectangle like that. Cut across here. And of course, I'm going to do a couple of these random wild ones flying all over the place. I'm going to try to create a bristle look. Okay, and now is when I should probably go back and see if I can find some more details. So I see a little line here. I'll try to draw that. Okay, and I see another one down at the bottom. I'm going to try to draw that. And I see two little screws here, so I'm going to try to draw that too. Even though they are kind of rusty and crusty, I'm still going to draw them. There's two of them. And voila, we're looking good. I suppose I could draw some of the lettering here too. I can draw some of the texture of the wood. It looks like I got a lot of lines like this, because it is kind of dirty and crusty. It's an old brush. And let's see, I get a little nick here. And if you want, you guys can shade it. You don't have to. I'm going to draw, let's see, it says Lowell. Oh, E. Cornell. our circle 1177. Okay, try to put in all the things you can see if you can. And because it's a little 3D, I have a little bit of an edge. I'm going to go ahead and try to draw the edge of my brush. Aha! Okay. So it's not perfect, you guys. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty close. Not too shabby. So here's what I'm going to suggest to you guys. Find something simple. Don't go find something super elaborate with tons of details. Find something with simple shapes. It could be a cup. It could be a marker. It could be a pair of scissors. All right? Something very simple. And it could be an apple. Something you guys can put on your table in front of you. And I want you guys to do your best and try to draw what you see without tracing it. And remember, it's okay if it doesn't look perfect. It's okay if you mess up a bunch. It's our first time drawing a still life. So it's a hard skill to learn. And the best way to get better is by practicing. We are so used to looking at flat pictures that when we have to look at something that's real, it's very hard for us to figure out what part to draw and what part to leave alone. So let's use this as a practice. If one object is too hard, forget it. Go find something else and try again. Post all of your mistakes. Post all of your successes. I want to see how we're doing so I can give you guys some of the best feedback I could possibly give. Even, you guys, the mistakes mean you're learning, okay? So I can't wait to see this. And if you would like to, if you have one that's really good, you can, of course, go and trace it. You can color it. You can shade it. You can add those details. Or you can just leave it in pencil like this. All right, guys, good luck.